What up, guys? So today we are running the Marksman bolt carbine. This is a weapon I like going back to. It's kind of a weird weapon. A lot of people think that it is basically just a watered down stalker rifle. But the more I use it, the more I start to appreciate it. And yes, we are under leveled. Of course, you know, I am leveling up my sniper and we have extra experience right now. So I figured, hey, you know what? Let's jump into Ruthless. As you see, I do have an Artificer, Marksman bolt carbine. So I am actually getting some good damage put out here. And I am getting a little bit of extra headshot damage as well with my team perk. And then we do have the tactical here, so I also have increased range damage. So overall, I'm actually getting some pretty good damage from the bolt carbine here. And I am using a fencing combat knife just because I basically start to tunnel vision when I am aiming down those scopes as much as I do with this weapon. And the fencing is just really good for me just to basically react parry. And of course, I do have purification, so I do gain, my health back when I use camo, or at least my contested health back. Yeah, purification is really good. Pretty sure we're all caught up with that, and honestly, it basically punches up all the way up to Ruthless for now. This is the Marksman bolt carbine. A lot of people have mentioned that they don't really enjoy the weapon that much, and I just want to reiterate. I am enjoying this weapon. The Marksman kind of has a unique property to it where the faster you can pull the trigger, the better the weapon is. So basically, just aim for the head and try to shoot as fast as possible, and you can actually make the weapon work. And it's honestly really nice to use. Like right there, you can see where the damage, basically the damage breakpoint for these Ruthless Majors is pretty acceptable for a purple weapon. Not to mention, since we are getting extra experience, it's going to be easier to level up this weapon. It's going to be easier to make sure it is even more effective. And oh yeah, this banner, I get it. It's weird. This bulwark had some weird banners. I think they're getting used to Icon. Maybe a newly leveled 25 bulwark, which is pretty cool. They still managed to get some health off of that Icon, which is nice. But yes, the Marksman bolt carbine actually has a really good damage breakpoint for these majors. Essentially, if you get a few headshots in there, they are ready for a gun strike and basically go right into executionable status. And then even if you open up the fight with the gun strike, if you see that they have that little yellow glow right there, they are basically, they have a debuff. So yeah, right there was just a couple gun strikes. I was trying to reload, but he kept interrupting me. So that was just pure gun strikes, just messing around with the last major in this area. But now's a true test for the weapon. This is a couple of zone tropes, and I'm honestly really happy that I went back to this weapon. I think the Marksman bolt carbine is actually even going to feel a little bit better when patch 7 drops. The bolt carbine overall just feels a little bit easier to build around, and it was already a weapon that had a really high base damage output because it has received a few buffs. So I honestly am really looking forward to the bolt carbine in patch 7. And yeah, the Marksman, I will say the Marksman bolt carbine does not get the appreciation that it deserves. I think it's a really fun weapon to use. See, here's the deal with what I am doing right here. As a, like a level 8 sniper in Ruthless, it's not too under leveled. And honestly, my weapon is pretty much on level here. But yeah, I don't have squad renewal. So basically my camo, I have to make sure I use sparingly. If I'm healing, I am using camo. I basically don't use it for any sort of damage buffs. And I do have Guardian Protocol as well, so I'm able to res my teammates and get a camo from that. And I'm also able to get a camo from perfect dodges as well. So I'm not too concerned with the actual activation of my camo. I can get camo without using cooldown, which is interesting. So, it's so easy to manage the camo on Sniper right now. It's just a great skill to have. And yeah, squad renewal is obviously really good. But yeah, see right there is kind of an example of the perfect dodge, but I like getting the gun strike. And not to mention, as soon as you perfect dodge and get the camo right there, they lose sight of you. You noticeably see them turn around and just kind of ignore where you were. Oh yeah, that was a pretty good attempt right there from the extremist. The the Lictor tried, but it did not get any sort of, it basically when it turned the corner there. Oh, it got me there though, never mind. And yes, we were able to put enough damage into it to get it down quick. And at this point, I was definitely liking this weapon. And since we have the double experience for the community event right now, which I have been taking advantage of, it is a very good community event. Probably one of the better ones we've had recently is just when you can get experience from PvP and PvE and level up classes that, you basically just want to level up that you haven't really tried yet. It's definitely really fun and enjoying way to get some grinding in, considering just how much you get from completing operations. So, with the double XP, I definitely knew I was going to be able to level up my weapon and get it to Relic after this. And as you can see, this Hive Tyrant Phase 1 on Ruthless goes down pretty quick. Basically, as long as I get some headshots, I am getting some good damage out of this because the Bolt Carbine, one of the first perks in the tree, is to do extra damage against terminus enemies. The Hive Tyrant is a terminus enemy. Oh, I'm getting hit by that last wave because I had an awkward shock. But it's okay. I still had the camo. But yeah, I'm also getting increased damage from the tactical team perk, and then as long as I hit headshots, I'm getting increased damage from my team perk. So I had some pretty good damage behind the Bolt Carbine here. Now, when you do hit the body shots, you definitely notice a little bit of a damage fall off. But overall, the aggressive fire rate with this weapon, I am playing this on the PS5, by the way. I don't know if I have a leveled up Bolt Carbine on PC. My sniper is fully leveled on PC, and I do have, the Bolt Sniper, the LF, and the Stalker, I believe, all leveled up. But for console, my sniper is not fully leveled, so I was definitely interested in leveling up the sniper, just in case, I'm not too sure how Horde mode is going to work. I might need a lot of classes leveled up for Horde mode, who knows. But hey, you know what? This Hive Tyrant went down pretty quick. That was a really good run for the team there. It's interesting. It's interesting that you still see, a few level 25s in Ruthless. I think it's probably a good spot to start to try out newly leveled up classes that you have. That was definitely a good run. And yes, I do run back. I do run back this level, I think it's like 13 by the end of this. I go from level 8 to level 13. It is very, very nice to see. But yes, I do use this Marksman Bolt Carbine in Lethal, I believe. I don't want to jump to absolutes. I know I do receive some comments that mention, me playing Lethal underleveled. And even, there's one time I did play absolute underleveled, but it's Tyranid missions. As long as I'm doing Tyranid missions, I know how to parry and get the gun strikes. Almost 4,000 experience here, which is really nice. But yes, the Relic Bolt Carbine Marksman version is going to be really interesting to use in Lethal. I am definitely excited to try that out. And yes, that was a beautiful, beautiful level up right there. I think it was 10 to 13. Regardless, we will see this gun again. It is actually very good.